There may be a recall in an election in Valley City. Petitions were submitted yesterday to remove Mayor Bob Werkoven and City Commissioner Ken Evanson. Avis Richter, who is the auditor for Valley City, says each petition has over 500 signatures. Richter has 30 days to validate the signatures and another 90 days to set a new election date. The Jamestown College convocation took place tonight, entitled Dakota or What's a Heaven For?, writing about 19th century Dakota territory in the 21st century. The event featured author Brenda K. Marshall. Marshall talked about and read from her historical fiction, Dakota or What's a Heaven For? Marshall also answered questions and signed books. The event was held in the Voorhees Chapel on the Jamestown College campus. Capitol Hill is abuzz today with talk of President Barack Obama's plan to cut the national's deficit. President Obama's plan aims to reduce annual deficits up to $4 trillion over a decade. Among other things, the plan calls for a $320 billion reduction from Medicare and Medicaid. But President Obama says he will not support any type of plan that would shave Medicare benefits without also raising taxes on the wealthy. Meanwhile, a group of disabled protesters gathered around the center of the Senate Hart Building in Washington, D.C. Their message to senators was simple: Medicaid matters. Capital City Police quickly controlled the situation, but the large group gained noted attention from many Senate staffers, including Jamestown College alum and former JCTV anchor and reporter Ronnie LaCroix. A Georgia man has been condemned to lethal injection. 42-year-old Troy Davis was condemned by the Georgia State Board of Pardons and Paroles, which concluded that Davis should be sentenced to death for killing an off-duty police officer named Mark Maffei in 1989. This will be the fourth time Davis has encountered the death penalty for this offense. Doubts about his guilt have delayed his sentence in the past, but at this point it appears that Davis will finally lose this battle. A key political leader in Afghanistan was assassinated today. Burhanuddin Rabbani, who was the former president of Afghanistan and the leader of the country's High Peace Council, was killed earlier today at his home in Kabul by a suicide bomber. The bomber had not been searched because the High Peace Council advocates trust. At least 3 other people were seriously injured by the incident. Needless to say, this attack is a setback for seeing a civil end to the war with the Taliban. Well, the weather actually got a little colder as the day advanced today, but it doesn't look like it will be too cold for too long. But JCTV weather reporter Jessica Gulseth can tell us more about what we can expect weather-wise for the next few days. Jessica?
Thank you, Carlotta. This afternoon we saw a few showers and about a high of 53. Tonight will be cloudy with a low around 44. There's a 70% chance of rain tonight between now and about 1 a.m. Wednesday will be dry with a high near 53. Wednesday night will be a little chilly, but mostly clear with a low around 36. Things look like they will begin to warm up on Thursday, though, as the high will be in the low 60s and Friday's high will be in the low 70s. That warming trend will continue through Saturday, and we will end the weekend on a good note, Jamestown, with a high on Sunday of 80 degrees. So a little cold now, but we shouldn't have to wear the jackets all week. And that's your weather, Jamestown. Now back to you, Carlotta.
Thank you, Jessica. Not a lot happening in sports today, but be sure to keep your dials tuned into JCTV for the latest scores and stats for all things Jimmy's. Well, thank you for joining me, Jamestown. Stop by again tomorrow as we'll once again connect the campus with the community. I'm Carlotta Rasmussen. Good night.